Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, PhoenixReturned. This is my gaming channel and today we're going to be looking at my run that I do every day almost to collect copper. So this is for copper scrap and copper ore. When I go through it, I do actually pick up screws as well. I pick up springs, just anything else that's useful, aluminium. And I do this and sell it in the vendor or use it for my base building. It depends on how often you sell copper or how often you use it. You'll find it more useful or not. I just find it a nice easy run. It doesn't take that long and it's just pretty simple to do. I will be pointing out the items that I'm grabbing as we go through, so enjoy. So today we're going to be going to the abandoned bog town. The fast travel site is Pylon V13, or you can use the bunker nearby, or failing that you have to go to the shopping plaza. So there will be super mutants there. Be careful of scorched beasts. Normally you can run past them, which is not too difficult. I just normally kind of take them out as I'm going along. So here we go. There's something really satisfying about shooting this guy, especially using VATs with the fixer. If anyone's curious, I am using a explosive round fixer. So as I'm going, I tend to pick up as much as I can as I go along through. I want to make sure that it's worth my time, and the more you play the game, you might start to notice for some people that caps don't seem to be as valuable anymore compared to resources. But it does depend on how you trade. Some people trade with caps and some people trade with resources, junk, scrap, or weapons or armor. I did claim the workshop on the way through as well. It's just going to give you some extra resources. You can pick up concrete from here, but there isn't any there today, so I'm going to carry on and get the copper that I intended to pick up anyway. So the things that you want to look out for are telephones and broken lamps. These will give you copper, also toasters and hot plates. While I'm here, I do pick up the fans and I do pick up the typewriters. The typewriters give you screws, the globes give you screws as well. If you see any clipboards, it's worth picking those up because they have springs in them. All of these things you can sell in your vendor for a little bit less than the recommended value. I find seems to work really well, and it does adjust. So if there's new building content, everyone starts using a lot more copper and concrete. If there's more if there's new weapons out that people are building or something, then people might be using more screws. So it does change, but I do think that if there's lots of people buying your copper, then you can put the price up closer to the value, but still don't put it over the value. And then you'll find that you'll still sell it, but when it's people aren't buying it as much, it's best to maybe just cut it by 20 caps or maybe even 30, depends on the game that you're in. So you can see I'm literally grabbing everything. There's a few different things that I think are really valuable to sell, which is lead, copper, steel, mostly steel and lead. But today we're doing a copper video as I've already grabbed steel and lead recently. So it's something that I tend to do this every day. If you do it every day, it's something that you can just keep selling or keep in stock. If you have Fallout First, it really doesn't matter how much scrap you're carrying, as long as it goes into your Fallout First box, which is your scrap box. That's really invaluable. Right, so now fast traveling to the lighthouse, which is nearby Vault 76, so it's Landview Lighthouse. So here there's two locations where we can collect copper. Now there will be, I think, scorched or ghouls up here, so just be careful, make sure you take them out. There's one in the house and there's normally two outside. So this gun I picked up literally about a week ago, and it's very good. I'm really surprised because I always use generally a bloodied explosive or maybe a 2-shot explosive, but this one is actually pretty good. I'm not sure if it's an instigating one, I will double check, but I am intending on doing a video. So what we just did there, we picked up a couple of lighthouse ornaments, and they are made of copper, so you grab all of those on the floor. On the way out I do grab the lanterns because I think they have screws in them or oil, but it's a valuable resource that I normally need, so I always tend to grab them just in case. Again, if you end up overstocked, you can always sell them in your vendor as well. So now, just to these rocks, you have to go slightly to the left of these rocks. So you can see the lighthouse is over there and the rocks are here. So if you go to the left of them, and you'll find on the other side is actually some copper ore, and there's one pit with it there, and then there's also some in the rocks as well. You can get some strains. So I think that's 3 copper ore here, and then I think it's 1 on this part here, maybe 3 in this part, and then 2 on the last one. So it does add up well. If you don't know already, when you have copper ore, you have to use a chemistry bench, so to melt it down into scrap. So now we're going to the Billings homestead, which is the final stop, and it's great because it's an easy workshop claim here, and if you're in a private server, it's definitely, and you're going to be online for a while, it's definitely worth putting down a mineral extraction unit to get the most out of the location. So there's normally about 3 ghouls or scorched here, so just be careful. Okay, today there's 4, so just take them all out. Level up. There you go, there's always one. So under the stairs there is a broken lamp, so take that because that does have copper in it. You might find some plastic cutlery or plastic plates which are worth taking. That's another thing that's kind of useful to have. Again, it's whilst you're going out collecting all this stuff, it depends on how much you're doing in the game. If you're anything like me, I find that I can get really distracted in this game and have a lot to do. So here we go. Don't forget to pick up the copper ore underneath the machine before you place it. I had already grabbed mine, and then you just pop the machine underneath. Okay, so that's it for the copper run. Thank you for watching my video. I think the total amount of copper I collected was 18 scrap and maybe about 10 to 12, maybe 13 copper ore. So that's going to go quite far when it comes to building some of the electric cables and things like that around the base. And then again, you can sell it. So it was really great to play today because the last week or so I've been building a base, so I've not really been doing as much, so it's really nice to kind of just do what the game's intended for, which is go around and shoot things. And I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to my video, and thank you for watching. I'll see you all soon.